Okay. Morning. Let's see. So today we have this assignment, which comes due tomorrow. We have a project due tonight. And how do we do? Also display the object, the game winner won with the most. This requires keeping track of. So this is referring. Is that extra credit?
Yeah. Oh, project.
Display the object, the game winner won with the most. I think that requires keeping track of 6 variables. You probably need something like computer wins, scissors, computer wins, rock, computer wins, paper. So you probably need those 6 variables to be able to do that extra credit. I guess that's how I would do it. And then you'll have and of course you increment those with each round. Any other questions? I know there's this one here. I'll save that. I'll go into that next week, I guess. We also have, let's see, what is this? This is the Friday of week 5. The Friday of week 7 is the midterm. So that's 2 weeks out. To the extent that you like to study ahead, in the assignments folder here is a couple old midterms to study from. So those are available to you to start looking at any time. And I think with that, let's just let me kick off this assignment and then let you get to it. So we are looking at today functions about triangles. This is just writing some functions. You have to be able to write a function to compute the area of a right triangle, to compute the hypotenuse of a right triangle, and a function to display the right triangle. And actually, I need to make an edit here now that I'm reading this. All right, so you don't want any CN or Cout statements in these 2 functions here that are calculating, where are they? Calculating the area and the hypotenuse, right? Those are just akin to mathematical functions that do a little arithmetic and return the result. I am having you use doubles, which I alluded to, I believe, last time, saying that a double is just a floating point number that has greater precision and can hold a larger number than the float type can. That's about it. I think the assignment's fairly self-explanatory. Any questions? Yeah.
What do you mean by the properties of the right triangle?
Where do I say that?
On the function
It's attributes. So this function. Let's actually start here at main. Let me zoom in just a little bit more. So here you're asking the length of the short side, the length of the long side, and then you're calling this display function. Okay. So what you should, I'll actually, right here, there are the attributes. So it'll show you, right when I call it, let me come back down here. When I call the display function, I'm passing in A and B, which is the, and I need to edit that, those should say double, not float. You pass in the two doubles here, they come in to this display function, then it's going to print out what side A is, it's going to print out what side B is, it's going to compute the hypotenuse, which would be side C, and then it's going to compute the area. And when I say compute, that just simply means the display function is going to call the compute hypotenuse function, and it's going to call the compute area function. So those are the four properties, two of which are arrived at through calling these other functions you've written from within the display function. Any other questions? All right, you're certainly welcome to group up with other folks to work on this. So I will let you have at it then. Oh, I have another question though. Exciting. Is there a library that contains the greatest of three integers functions, or do libraries cannot? There is a function for getting the maximum. It is not going to be what you want it to be, though. It's a generic function for getting the maximum from a list of integers, so you'd actually have to put the three integers into a list and then call that maximum function. So that won't quite give you, I'd say it's going to be more work than it's worth. I think you can compute the maximum in about 3 lines, 3 if statements. But yeah, the library is just generic for computing the maximum. And you can, if you're interested in investigating it, you can type C++ max. And there it will give you an example of using it. There's a maximum of 2. I know there's a version of maximum for given a list as well. Max element, I guess, is what I was thinking about. So there is that. What was the previous assignment we did that found the area of a triangle? I don't remember. What was the previous assignment? Was there a previous assignment? All right. Yeah, I don't know the answer to that question. There is, just to go off of the person asking the question about Max, there is something called the standard template library for C++ that has just an incredible number of algorithms and data structures. And of course, if you go on to 2.11 and 3.11, you'll be learning about what those data structures and algorithms are. All right, go ahead and have at it.